There are moments when the heart feels an absence that the mind cannot explain. A silent restlessness that echoes in every beat, as if something or someone is missing. They may even convince themselves that it's just the routine or the weight of daily responsibilities, but they know deep down that there's more to it. There is a void that seems to scream in the calmest hours, reminding that certain encounters are destined, but have not yet happened. This feeling that something is moving in the universe, though invisible, brings a mix of expectation and doubt. And when the signs begin to appear, they find themselves questioning what is real and what is just a repressed desire. A name, a face, or perhaps just a feeling that doesn't leave their thoughts. People around them go about their lives, while they carry a question that seems to have no answer. Why does this absence haunt them? Each moment of introspection brings more questions than answers, and the feeling that something bigger is at play becomes undeniable. It's as if the universe is whispering something they haven't yet been able to understand. With every step, with each passing day, the small details seem to shout the presence of something about to come. And yet, the waiting can be unbearable. The anxiety of not knowing what or who is about to cross their path consumes them, and yet, they feel that giving up on this search is not an option. Perhaps they have tried to silence this internal call, fill their life with distractions, occupy their mind with tasks, or even settle for what they already have. But none of that seems to work. The void remains, like a flame that insists on burning, even on the coldest nights. This desire for a meeting, for a connection that transcends the ordinary, continues to pulse within them. You start to realize that this quest is not just about finding someone. It's about something deeper, something that involves their purpose, their essence, and what the universe has in store for them. It's a feeling that somewhere, someone is feeling the same, waiting for the moment when their paths will cross. But the waiting brings doubts, fears, and even questioning their own ability to recognize this encounter when it happens. The mind tries to rationalize, seeks explanations, but the heart insists on dreaming. There's an invisible force guiding you, even when everything seems to be falling apart. And on this journey of uncertainties, you find yourself confronted with your own vulnerabilities. Are you really ready for what you desire so much? Do you know what to do when you finally find what you're looking for? Days go by, and each moment seems to be a preparation for something greater. You observe the signs, try to understand the messages, but there's still a fog veiling the path. The waiting can be a burden, but it's also an opportunity to grow, learn, and prepare for what is to come. However, doubt is persistent, and sometimes you wonder if you're imagining all of this. There's an inner voice trying to convince you that maybe it's better to give up. That perhaps this connection you desire so much doesn't exist, or that you simply don't deserve it. But something inside you refuses to accept that. There's a silent certainty, a faith that defies logic and keeps you strong, even in the most difficult moments. This waiting, however painful it may be, is not empty. It's shaping you, preparing you, strengthening you for something that you still can't fully comprehend. And even when everything seems dark, there's a light within you that insists on shining. A light that knows that what you seek is also seeking you. The heart is a complex territory, full of layers and contradictions. They carry hopes, fears, and dreams that often we ourselves do not understand. And in this journey, they realize that what they are seeking is not just someone, but a part of themselves that can only be revealed through this connection. They are not alone in this search. Even when it seems like no one understands what they are going through, there is a greater force guiding and protecting them. Something that is moving the pieces on the board so that, at the right moment, everything makes sense. And it is this force that gives them the courage to continue, even when doubt tries to bring them down. Each day is an opportunity to be one step closer to this encounter. A chance to open up to the new, to allow the unexpected into their lives. But this requires courage, faith, and a willingness to face the fears that hold them back. It is a process, and they are exactly where they should be. The journey may seem long, but each step has its purpose. Each lesson, each challenge, is shaping them to become the person they need to be when this encounter finally happens. And even if the wait seems endless, there is a beauty in this process. A beauty that can only be appreciated when they look back and see how far they have come. The connection they seek is not a coincidence. It is a reflection of who they are, what they believe, and what they are willing to fight for. It is a dance between desire and faith, between the known and the unknown. And in this dance, they discover strengths they didn't know they had. With each passing day, they feel they are getting closer. They sense that something is moving, even if it is not yet visible. And it is this feeling that gives them hope, that makes them keep going, even when everything seems to be against them. Because deep down, they know that certain things are meant to happen. Waiting is a test of faith, an opportunity to grow and prepare. And even if the days seem long, time is on their side. It is working in their favor, giving them the tools and learning they need to fully enjoy what is to come. And when that moment arrives, they will know that it was all worth it. They are in the midst of a powerful journey, a journey that is transforming who they are and how they see the world. And even when everything seems confusing, there is a silent certainty that they are exactly where they should be. Because in the end, everything will align, and they will understand that every moment of this wait had a purpose. What is to come is greater than they can imagine. And even though it may seem distant now, the universe is conspiring in their favor. There is a greater force guiding each of their steps, leading them to where they need to be. And it is this force that gives them the courage to continue, even when everything seems uncertain. At every moment, the universe subtly intertwines the paths of those destined to meet. Even in the quietest moments, invisible movements are happening. It's as if greater forces are setting the stage for something transformative. But in the midst of this cosmic dance, the anxiety of not knowing the next step can be overwhelming. However, it is in this interval that they are being shaped to receive what they desire so much. The connection they feel, even without explanation, is proof that something special is reserved for them. It is a connection that transcends time, space, and any earthly logic. Sometimes it seems like the pieces don't fit together, but every moment of doubt is an essential part of the process. They are not just waiting for the other, they are being prepared for a connection that will surpass their expectations. There is a divine purpose in every detail of this wait. Meanwhile, life goes on around them, but they feel like they are living at a different pace. It's as if something inside them is out of tune with the external world. This dissonance can be confusing, but it's also a sign that they are aligned with something greater. Every choice, every decision, is bringing them closer to the moment when everything will make sense. And although they may not see it now, every step matters. It's normal to question the whys of this journey. They may wonder why it seems so difficult or why it takes so long. But the truth is that what is worth it never comes easy. It's in the waiting that they find strength, patience, and the certainty that they are on the right path. These lessons are the foundation for the relationship that is being built, even before it begins. Doubts may be persistent, but they are also opportunities to grow. Every thought that crosses their mind is a chance to reconnect with themselves. They are learning to trust the process, even when they don't fully understand what's happening. And that trust is the key to opening doors that once seemed closed. It's time to embrace uncertainty with courage. The signs are all around them, even if they are subtle. They appear in small moments, a phrase said by chance, a song that seems to speak directly to their heart, or even a dream that leaves a lasting impression. These signs are reminders that they are not alone. They are like beacons, guiding them towards what they are meant to find. Waiting is also a moment for self-care. It's an opportunity to look within and ask themselves what they truly desire. Sometimes, we are so focused on what we want that we forget to prepare ourselves to receive it. This is the moment to invest in themselves, to take care of their soul, and to strengthen themselves for what is to come. Because when that encounter happens, they need to be ready to embrace it fully. The heart often knows before the mind. They feel the connection, even when everything around seems to deny it. It's a silent yet powerful calling that cannot be ignored. That's why they feel this restlessness, this need to keep going, even when everything seems uncertain. Because deep down, they know that something is moving, something that will change everything. The emotions they are feeling now are proof of their sensitivity and openness. Not everyone can perceive these subtleties, but they have been blessed with the ability to feel deeply. It can be a blessing and a burden, but it's also what makes them unique. This emotional depth is what connects them to the divine and to what is to come. Doubt and faith often go hand in hand. It is in times of greatest uncertainty that faith becomes most necessary. They may not have all the answers now, but they are being called to trust. This trust is not blind, but based on the certainty that the universe is working in their favor. And even when it seems like nothing is happening, great things are being moved behind the scenes. The barriers they feel may not be external, but internal. They are reflections of fears, doubts, and insecurities that need to be overcome. It is a process of growth, of becoming the best version of oneself. And this transformation is essential for them to recognize and embrace what is to come. Not as something external, but as an extension of what they already are. The present moment may seem challenging, but it is also where magic happens. Every breath, every choice, is building the future they desire. And even when it seems like they are standing still, the universe is moving. It's a paradox, but it's also the beauty of the process. Trusting in the now is the greatest act of faith they can perform. The connection you seek is not just with another person, but with something greater. It is a reconnection with the divine, with their own essence, and with the purpose for which they were created. This journey is both internal and external, and every step is sacred. It is a reminder that they are exactly where they need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. They are being called to be open to the unexpected. What is to come may not look like what they imagined, but it will be exactly what they need. This openness requires courage, but it also brings rewards. Because it is in the unexpected that we find life's greatest gifts. Every encounter, every moment of waiting, is an opportunity for learning. Even disappointments have their purpose, shaping you to become the person you are meant to be. It is a process of refinement, of purification, that prepares you to receive what is meant to be yours. And even when it seems hard, remember that you are being guided. Faith does not eliminate doubt, but transcends it. It is an act of courage to continue believing, even when everything seems to be against you. And this courage is what moves mountains, what turns the impossible into reality. You are being called to have that faith, to trust the process, even when it doesn't make sense. The people around you may not understand what you are going through, but that does not diminish your journey. Everyone has their own path, and yours is unique. Comparing yourself to others will only bring more doubts. Trust that what is yours is being prepared and that, at the right time, it will be revealed. The journey may be lonely, but you are never truly alone. There are greater forces accompanying you, guiding you, and protecting you. They are working for you to receive what you deserve, in due time. And even when it seems like everything is against you, remember that the universe is on your side. Patience is a virtue, but also a practice. It's something they learn to cultivate, day after day. And even when it seems impossible, every moment of waiting is an opportunity for strengthening. They are growing, learning, and preparing for what lies ahead. The transformation they seek is already happening, even if they don't realize it. Every step, every choice, is bringing them closer to their destiny. And even when it seems like nothing is changing, remember that great things take time to build. The intense emotions they carry now are a reflection of what is in motion around them. It's as if the universe is orchestrating a perfect plan, even if they can't see the details yet. The waiting, though challenging, is part of the process. Every moment of doubt is an invitation to deepen their faith and believe in what cannot be seen. And it's this faith that sustains them, even on the darkest days. They may have noticed subtle signs, small glimpses of what is to come. Perhaps it's a recurring thought, an inexplicable feeling, or even a synchronicity that leaves them speechless. These signs are not coincidences. They are reminders from the universe that they are on the right path. And even though the journey may seem uncertain, there is an unwavering certainty deep in their heart. There is a pulsating energy within them, a force that cannot be contained. This energy is a reflection of what they are attracting into their life. It is powerful, magnetic, and full of possibilities. Every thought, every action, is shaping the future they desire. And even when it seems like nothing is happening, remember that great changes begin in the quietest moments. Fear and anxiety may try to steal your peace, but they are stronger than you think. There is a resilience in you, a capacity to overcome challenges that surprises you. Every time they choose to trust, even in the face of uncertainty, they are strengthening that resilience. And it is that strength that will take them where they need to be, even if the path seems difficult. The connection they feel is real, even if it has not fully manifested yet. It is like a seed planted in the soil, waiting for the right moment to bloom. They cannot rush this process, but can nurture this seed with patience, love, and faith. Because when it finally blooms, it will be more beautiful than they could imagine. The challenges they are facing now are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. They are shaping them, preparing them for what is to come. Every tear, every doubt, is being transformed into strength and wisdom. And it is that wisdom that will be their guide when the time comes. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should. The wait may be lonely, but they are never truly alone. There is a divine presence that accompanies them, that guides and protects them. This presence is a reminder that they are loved, supported, and worthy of what is to come. And even when it seems like no one understands what they are going through, know that they are seen and heard by the universe. They are at a turning point, a moment when everything is about to change. It is a moment of transition, of letting go of what no longer serves them and making space for the new. This transition may be uncomfortable, but it is also necessary. Because it is in discomfort that we grow, that we transform, and that we prepare to receive what we desire. Every choice you make now has an impact on their future. Even the simplest decisions have a greater purpose. They are aligning them with their destiny, with what they are destined to be. And even if they do not see immediate results, know that every step is bringing them closer to what they desire. Faith is their greatest ally on this journey. It is what sustains them, gives them strength to continue when all seems lost. Believing in what cannot yet be seen is an act of courage. And it is this courage that will open doors that once seemed closed. Trust that the universe is working in their favor, even when it seems otherwise. The doubts they feel are natural, but they do not define who they are. They are just a reflection of fear of the unknown. And the unknown, although scary, is also full of possibilities. Every time they choose to face their doubts, they are taking a step towards their destiny. And it is in this confrontation that they find their true strength. They are stronger than they imagine, more resilient than they believe. There is a light in them that cannot be extinguished, even by the toughest moments. This light is a reflection of their purpose, of what they are destined to achieve. And it is this light that will guide them, even in the darkest moments. The present moment is a gift, an opportunity to grow and transform. Every moment of waiting is a chance to prepare for what is to come. And even when it seems that nothing is changing, remember that transformation happens from the inside out. Trust the process, even when it does not make sense. They are on the right path, even if it doesn't seem like it. Every step, every choice, is bringing them closer to their destiny. And even when it feels like they are standing still, the universe is moving in their favor. It is a paradox, but it is also the beauty of the journey. Trust that everything is happening as it should. Patience is a virtue, but it is also a practice. It's something they learn to cultivate day after day. And even when it seems impossible, every moment of waiting is an opportunity for strengthening. They are growing, learning, and preparing for what lies ahead. What they seek is not only out there, but also within them. It's a connection to their own essence, to who they really are. And it's this connection that will allow them to recognize and embrace what is to come. Trust that they are being guided, even when the path seems uncertain. The journey may be long, but every step is worth it. Every challenge, every obstacle, is shaping them into the person they are destined to be. And even when it seems difficult, remember that they are being guided by a higher force. Trust the process and keep moving forward. The transformation they seek is already happening, even if they don't realize it. Every choice, every decision, is shaping the future they desire. And even when it seems like nothing is changing, remember that great things take time to build. Keep trusting, keep believing. Every moment of their journey is an invitation to explore the unknown with courage. As challenging as it may be, they feel a force that propels them to continue. It's as if something greater is guiding their steps, even when the path seems uncertain. This force is the promise that something special is reserved for them, something that will make all their efforts worthwhile. Trust that every moment of doubt is a preparation for what is to come. Waiting can be like a storm testing their faith, but it is also where they find resilience. Every obstacle that arises is a chance to prove to themselves that they are stronger than they imagine. The universe does not place challenges in their path to defeat them, but to prepare them. It is in this preparation that they transform, that they find their true essence. And this transformation is essential for the next chapter. They feel that there is something within their reach, but still out of sight. This feeling can be frustrating, but it is also a sign that they are on the right path. The universe works in mysterious ways, aligning everything at the right time. And even if they do not see it now, every piece is falling into place perfectly. Keep walking, even when the vision seems blurry. There are moments when loneliness weighs heavily, when they wonder if they are really following the right path. But remember that loneliness is also a space for growth. It is where they find themselves, where they reconnect with their essence. This connection with themselves is what strengthens them, what prepares them for what is to come. And what is to come is greater than they can imagine. Faith is a muscle that they strengthen with every choice to continue. It is easy to believe when everything is going well, but it is in difficult times that their faith is truly tested. Every step they take, even in doubt, is a demonstration of courage. And it is this courage that attracts the blessings that are reserved for them. Keep believing, even when everything seems to be falling apart. The signs of the universe are like stars in a cloudy sky, sometimes hard to see, but always present. They are there to remind them that they are not alone, that there is a greater purpose in all of this. An encounter, a word, or even a silence can carry powerful messages. Pay attention to the details, as it is in them that the universe speaks the loudest. Each sign is a guide, a reminder that they are on the right path. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it is a continuous process. Every decision they make, every fear they face, is shaping them. They are becoming the person they need to be to embrace what is to come. And even when it seems like nothing is changing, trust that great things are being prepared. Keep moving forward, because the best is yet to come. There is wisdom in waiting, even when the wait seems unbearable. Patience is not just a virtue, but a powerful tool for growth. It teaches them to trust, to believe in what cannot be seen. And this trust is what will open doors that once seemed closed. Every moment of waiting is a chance to strengthen their faith and prepare for what is to come. They may feel like they are carrying more than they can bear, but this burden is strengthening them. Every challenge is an opportunity to prove to themselves that they are stronger than they imagine. And this strength is what will allow them to fully embrace what is to come. Do not give up, even when the wait seems overwhelming. Because in the end, they will see that all of this had a purpose. The heart is a powerful guide, but often underestimated. It feels what the mind cannot understand. It knows what logic cannot explain. Trust their heart, even when it leads them to unknown places. Because it is in these places that they find what truly matters. Follow their heart, because it will never lead them away from what is meant to be theirs. The journey may seem long, but every step is essential. Every choice they make, every obstacle they face, is bringing them closer to their destiny. And even when it seems like they are lost, remember that the universe knows exactly where they are. Keep walking, even when the path seems uncertain. Because in the end, they will see that every step was worth it. The transformation you seek has already begun, even if you don't realize it yet. Every decision you make, every fear you face, is shaping you for what is to come. And this transformation is what will allow you to recognize and embrace what is meant for you. Keep trusting the process, because great things are on the way. You are in the middle of a powerful journey, a journey that is changing who you are. And even when it seems like everything is at a standstill, know that great things are moving behind the scenes. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, because everything is unfolding as it should. Keep believing, because the best is yet to come. The doubts you feel are normal, but they do not define who you are. They are just reflections of the fear of the unknown, of what cannot yet be seen. And even though the unknown is scary, it is also full of possibilities. Face your doubts with courage, because it is in this confrontation that you find your true strength. The present moment is where the magic happens, where you have the chance to connect with what truly matters. Every breath, every choice, is shaping the future you desire. And even when it seems like nothing is changing, remember that great things take time to build. Keep trusting the process, because everything is falling into place. The journey may be solitary, but you are never truly alone. There is a greater force guiding you, protecting you, and strengthening you. This force is working in your favor, even when it seems like everything is against you. Trust that you are being guided to where you need to be, because the universe always works for the greater good. You are stronger than you imagine, more resilient than you believe to be. There is a light within you that cannot be extinguished, even by the toughest moments. And it is that light that will guide you, even in the darkest moments. Trust yourself, because they are capable of overcoming anything. What is to come is greater than you can imagine. And even if it may seem distant now, know that the universe is conspiring in your favor. There is a greater force that is guiding every step of yours, leading you to where you need to be. Trust the process, because everything is aligning perfectly. What is about to happen in their life is not a result of chance. It is the outcome of a perfect alignment between their choices, their intentions, and the forces working in their favor. As challenging as it may be to believe when everything seems uncertain, each decision you make now is shaping a future full of possibilities. This is the moment to reaffirm your faith, to remember that you are exactly where you should be. The universe does not make mistakes. As the days go by, you may feel something approaching, something greater than you imagined. It's as if an invisible energy is guiding your steps, leading you to the encounter that will change everything. This sense of anticipation may be scary, but it's also a reminder that you are on the right path. Trust in this movement, for it is aligned with what you truly desire. Everything is gearing up for the right moment. Doubt may arise like a shadow, trying to divert your attention from what is important. But the truth is that these doubts are just reflections of the fear of not being ready. However, the universe does not choose the unprepared. It shapes you, teaches you, and strengthens you with every challenge it puts in your way. Therefore, even when fear seems unbearable, remember that you already have everything you need to move forward. The present moment is a fertile field, where all the seeds you planted begin to sprout. Every positive thought, every intentional action, is contributing to the blossoming of something incredible. Even if the results are not yet visible, trust that the roots are strengthening. It is only a matter of time until you see the fruits of this work. The waiting is part of the process. They are being guided by forces that transcend human understanding. This journey is not just about finding something or someone, but about finding oneself. It is an invitation to dive into oneself, to explore the deepest corners of their soul and discover who they really are. And in this discovery, they realize that everything they seek is actually within them. That is the true power of the journey. The universe speaks to them in subtle ways, sending messages at the least expected moments. A song, a phrase, or even an unexpected encounter can carry the answer they are looking for. Pay attention to these signs, because they are the universe's way of guiding you. Every message, every intuition, is a reminder that they are never alone. There is a greater force working for their good. Patience is their greatest ally at this moment. It's easy to rush, wanting everything to happen immediately, but the best things take time to manifest. Every second of waiting is an opportunity to strengthen oneself, to prepare for what is to come. And when the right moment arrives, you will see that all this waiting was worth it. Trust in divine timing, because it never fails. The connection they feel, even if it's not yet clear, is a reflection of something greater that is forming. It's like an invisible thread that connects them to what is meant to be theirs. This thread can be pulled by doubts and fears, but it can never be broken. It is strong, resilient, and is there to remind you that you are on the right path. Trust in this connection, because it is real. The changes you are facing now are just the beginning of something much greater. They may be uncomfortable, but they are also necessary. Every change, no matter how small, is aligning you with your purpose. It is a process of growth, learning, and transformation. And even when it seems like nothing is happening, remember that the universe is always in motion, aligning everything for your greater good. You are part of something much bigger than you imagine. Every choice you make, every step you take, is contributing to a divine plan. And this plan is perfect, even when it seems chaotic. Trust that everything is unfolding as it should, even in moments of greatest doubt. Because in the end, everything will fit perfectly, revealing a more beautiful picture than you could imagine. The fear of failure is one of the biggest obstacles we face. But failure is just part of learning, an opportunity to grow and strengthen. Do not be afraid to make mistakes because they are steps on the path to success. Every fall is a chance to rise stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what is to come. The universe always gives new chances. You are exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't seem like it. Every moment, every experience is shaping you to become the person you are meant to be. And even when it seems like you are standing still, great things are moving behind the scenes. Trust the process because everything is aligning for your good. You are on the right path. The transformation you seek has already begun. It is a slow but powerful process that is changing every aspect of your life. And this change is necessary because it is preparing you for something greater. Keep trusting even when it seems difficult. Because in the end, you will see that all of this had a purpose. The choices you make now have a greater impact than you imagine. Every decision, however small it may seem, is shaping the future you desire. And even if they don't see immediate results, know that every step is bringing them closer to what they desire. Trust that they are being guided. The journey may be lonely, but you are never truly alone. There are greater forces guiding you, protecting you, and working for your good. Even in the darkest moments, know that you are loved, supported, and worthy of what is to come. Keep believing, because the best is yet to come. You are stronger than you imagine, more resilient than you believe to be. There is a light within you that cannot be extinguished, even by the most difficult moments. And it is this light that will guide you, even in the darkest moments. Trust yourself because you are capable of overcoming anything. What is to come is greater than you can imagine. And even if it seems distant now, know that the universe is conspiring in your favor. There is a greater force guiding each of your steps, leading you to where you need to be. Trust the process because everything is aligning perfectly.